Hey guys, my name is Shashwat and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. In this video, I am going to talk about the polluter pay principle and the public doctrine of public trust. So, the polluter pay principle is commonly accepted practice that those who produce pollution should bear the costs of managing it to prevent damage to the human health or the environment. For instance, a factory that produces potentially poisonous substances as a byproduct of its activities is usually held responsible for its safe disposal. The principle underpins most of the regulations of pollution affecting land, water, and air. Pollution is defined as a contamination of the land, water and air by harmful or potential harmful substances. Part of set of broader principles to guide sustainable development worldwide, formerly known as 1992 Rio Declaration. The polluter pay principle has also been applied more specifically to emissions of greenhouse gases which cause the climate change. Greenhouse gases emissions are considered a form of pollution because they can cause potential harm and damage through impacts on the climate. However, in this is because society has been slow to recognize the link between greenhouse gases and climate change, and because the atmosphere is considered to by some global commons that everyone share and has a right to use, emitters are generally not held responsible for controlling this form of pollution. However, it is possible to implement the polluter pay principle through so-called carbon price, as this imposes a charge on emission of greenhouse gases equivalent to the corresponding potential cost caused through future climate change. In this way, a financial incentive is created for a factory, for instance, to minimize its cost by reducing emissions. Many economists argue carbon price should be global and uniform across the country and sectors so that polluters do not simply move operations to so-called pollution havens, countries where a lack of environmental regulation allows them to continue to pollute without restrictions. Then comes the doctrine of public trust. The doctrine of public trust is the principle that the sovereign holds in trust for public use some resources such as shoreline between high and low tide lines, regardless of private property ownership. The doctrine of public trust has evolved over the years to emerge as one of the core principles for judiciary to substantiate the legitimacy of governmental action that interferes with the use of general public of natural resources. The incorporation of the doctrine in our legal system has resulted in the imposition of much required check upon the governmental authorities who seek to divest state control over such natural resources in favor of private parties. Though the origin of doctrine can be traced to ancient times and it is considerable vintage in United States, its application in the Indian legal system is a modern development. That is it.